Hey guys, welcome to our channel. Today we will take a look at the best metal albums releases of 2021. And we have chosen the best 20 releases of this year. These albums are arranged according to their release date, not the best. The choice was difficult with so many good releases this year. So let's get started. Our first album of the day is for the Swedish symphonic band Therion, and which is titled Leviathan. This album was released on January 22nd. It included 11 songs and 5 additional songs from the same album, but in different versions. And now we have 3 albums released on the same day. Too Mean to Die, Imperial, Where the Gloom Becomes Sound. Let's start with the German band Accept, and their album Too Mean to Die. It's the 16th studio album by German heavy metal band Accept, released on January 29. It is the first Accept album to feature Martin Monik, who replaced original bassist Peter Baltz in 2019, and rhythm guitarist Philipp Schaus, who joined the band that same year. The second album will be for the French progressive metal band Soen, which is titled Imperial. It is considered one of the best progressive releases this year. Where the Gloom Becomes Sound, is the third album by Swedish Gothic band Tribulation. From In Remembrance and Dirge of a Dying Soul, to Inanna, and The Wilderness, Tribulation slip effortlessly into death, out of otherworldly forces, and effortlessly invoke the darkly sublime. Where the Gloom Becomes Sound is a paean to the supernatural. One of the most popular releases in February is definitely the Omega album by Dutch symphonic metal band Epica. It is the band's 8th album, released on February 26 by Nuclear Blast. This album is considered one of the band's longest albums with about 70 minutes of music. Evergrey, Escape of the Phoenix, it's the second progressive album in Outlist. It is the 12th album of the Swedish band, released in February and included 11 songs. From Denmark we have the band Iotunn, and the album Access All Worlds, a mix between progressive and power metal. Hermitage is the 12th full-length album by Portuguese gothic metal band Moonspell, released on February 26. This is their first album without original drummer Miguel Gaspar. Drums are performed by new member Hugo Ribeiro. This album was recorded in Argon Studios UK, produced and mixed by Jamie Gomez Ariano, noted for working with Paradise Lost, Primordial and Ghost. Liquid Tension Experiment 3, is the third studio album by the American instrumental progressive metal supergroup Liquid Tension Experiment. Released on April 16, it is their first studio effort since 1999's Liquid Tension Experiment 2. The regular edition of the album contains 8 tracks, including 2 duets, 1 on-the-fly jam and 1 meticulously arranged cover. The bonus disc comes with almost 1 hour of improvisations. Fortitude is the 7th studio album by French metal band Gojira. The album was released on April 30 through Roadrunner Records. It was produced by Joe Duplantier and recorded at the band's studio in New York City and was mixed by Andy Wallace. Gojira's ambition was to write a more cohesive and brighter album than Magma, emphasizing a progressive sound while incorporating guitar solos and classic rock elements with a positive lyrical message. The songwriter began in early 2018 but was put on hold due to the band's touring schedule. The COVID-19 pandemic interrupted the album's mixing, and its release was postponed to a later date. We have finished the first half of this list. If you like this video, we hope that you will subscribe to our channel and to press the bell icon, so you can receive all new updates from us. Let's continue now. Helloween is the self-titled 16th studio album by German power metal band Helloween, released on June 18. The album is the first released with the Pumpkins United lineup, which marked the return of original member Kai Hansen on guitars and vocals and Michael Kiske on vocals in 2016, in addition to the 5-member lineup active since 2005. Now we reached album number 12 on our list of the 20 best metal albums of 2021. Album The Nightmare of Being for the Swedish melodic death metal band At the Gates. This album was released on July 2 by Century Media Records. On July 16, German power metal maestros Powerwolf unleash their inner beasts on album number 8, titled Call of the Wild. Aphelion is the 7th studio album by Norwegian progressive rock band Leprous, released on August 27, via Inside Out Music. It was recorded in several recording studios in Scandinavia. A cellist and violinist were recruited for the production. Most of the songs were written and composed by Leprous vocalist Einar Solberg. Senjutsu, Japanese, loosely translated as Tactics and Strategy, is the 17th studio album by British heavy metal band Iron Maiden, released on September 3. Senjutsu is the band's first studio album in nearly 6 years, following the Book of Souls in 2015, marking the longest gap between two Iron Maiden studio albums. This is also their second studio double album, and their first studio album since Powerslave in 1984, to have no songwriter contributions from guitarist Dave Murray in any way, as well as the first since Virtual 11 in 1998, to feature multiple songs written by bassist Steve Harris alone. In the Court of the Dragon is the 10th studio album by American heavy metal band Trivium. It was released on October 8, through Roadrunner Records and was produced by Josh Wilbur. The genre of the album has been described primarily as thrash metal, progressive metal, metalcore, technical death metal and heavy metal. A View from the Top of the World is the 15th studio album by American progressive metal band Dream Theater, released on October 22. This is their first album to be recorded at their own studio, DTHQ, Dream Theater headquarters, as well as their first since Black Clouds and Silver Linings in 2009 to include fewer than 9 tracks, and the first since Dream Theater in 2013, both to contain a track of at least 10 minutes in length and to end with the longest track. Album number 18 on our list today will be for the Australian melodic death metal band Belakir, and their album Coherence, which was released on October 29. We're almost done. Who do you think the next album will be? Album number 19 is the Moonflowers of the Finnish melodic death metal band Swallow the Sun, which was released on November 19. Coming to the last album on our list is Worship for the Swedish melodic death metal band Hypocrisy, which was released on November 26. So what do you think of our list? How many albums do you know from this list? We know that there are many good albums that are not on our list, but we tried to talk about the highlights of this year. We have The Bleeding Veil by In Mourning, Obscura's album, A Veiled Diction, Existence is Futile by Cradle of Filth, and Deep Purple's Turning to Crime, but we don't think it's on the metal list. We hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to share your opinions about the best releases of this year in the comments, subscribe to the channel to receive all our upcoming videos. Thank you for watching, see you in the next video.